welcome back. Another yoga class. I'm really stoked for today, and you should be too. Today, we're going to be using some of the postures that we've done in the past, and it's not going to be necessarily slow, but we are going to be doing some strength yoga. So, if you think that yoga is all chill, calm, this is kind of different. This is gonna break that barrier. So if you're interested, even if like you don't even have to think about it, just join, do the class with me, even for 5 minutes, and I'll get started in the meantime. Other than that, I want to say maybe bring some water with you if you have any. Um, we're going to be working primarily towards the abs. So if you're looking for that ab strength, this is the class for it. All right, we're gonna get started right away. But other than that, let's get started. Also, I just want to say, if you have very low energy right now, you're gonna have a lot of energy after this. I promise you. All right, so let's get started on our mats. We don't need any props, any pillows, no blocks, no straps, nothing like that today. We're just gonna start here on our knees. Take the time to roll the shoulders back and down, away from the ears, opening the chest. Maybe tucking the chin in towards the chest. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose, out the nose. Centering ourselves before our practice. There's always kind of this slow moment of connecting the breath with the body at the beginning of like each yoga class. And this is always meant to kind of separate what you've done before this class. So if there's anything, take a moment to just separate yourself from that, detach from that narrative, from that story. Allow yourself to be present in this moment. Allow this to be a little gift to yourself of just some self-love. If you want to set an affirmation, a mantra, you can do that now before we start. If you don't know what that means, that can be such as saying to yourself, I release all things that no longer serve me. It can be any topic, maybe creating no expectations during the class, maybe releasing the idea of perfection. And once you've chosen that topic, that mantra or affirmation or objective, return back to the breath as it's coming in and out through the nose, seeping through the nostrils. Feeling the belly rise and fall. And if you have your eyes closed like me, slowly just start to open the eyes, gaze down towards your knees, towards your legs, towards the floor. And then slowly start to gaze up to center. All right, we'll start our movement. Just starting with some wrist circles. Oh my goodness, it's hard to speak today. So just wrist circles in one direction, taking the time, maybe going in the other direction. Go ahead and set those hands down on your lap. We're going to drop the chin towards your chest. Drop the head to the right side gently. Then towards the back, lifting the chin. Towards the left. And towards the front. Once again, to the right. Towards the back. towards the left, and towards the front. We're going to go to the same. We're going to go to the left, so same thing, dropping the ear down to the left shoulder, dropping the crown of the head back, to the right, chin towards your chest, and towards the left. One more time on your own, no need for guidance. I also want to say, if you want to set some music, some hype music for this class, go ahead. It will change the mood. I can't play music because we're going to be demonetized, but go ahead and do it if it feels right for you. Next thing, we're going to place our left hand out to the side, fingers facing up, almost like you're this dainty ballerina, but all it's doing is stretching out the inside of the arm. With the other arm, the right hand, you're going to grab the left ear overhead. From there, extend your spine nice and tall. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly tilt the head to the right side. Gently just allow the weight of your right arm to pull the head, no extra pulling. Keep those fingers up. 2 deep breaths on your own. Allow for that left shoulder to elongate, to relax, to drop further. And last exhale. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, down. Other side. Inhale, left arm overhead. Grab the opposite ear. Extend the spine nice and tall. And exhale. Slowly, just the weight of the arm pulls the neck, stretches out the shoulder, the top of the spine. Keep those fingers pointing up. 2 more deep breaths on your own. For every exhale, allow your neck to do all the stretching. Don't tug. And inhale back up. From here, we're going to clasp our fingers together in front of us. Let me move so you guys can see. And we're going to flip the palms forward. As we do that, we're going to round our back, place our head between our arms. Really push the spine towards the back, the chin towards the chest, the palms of the hands forward. Inhale, lift the hands overhead, open the chest, lift the chin. Deep inhale. Exhale, same thing, round the back. Try to exaggerate the roundedness as much as you can. And inhale, palms up, almost like you're trying to push into the ceiling, but your shoulders are still being pushed down. And exhale, last time. Drop that head, push the palms forward, round your back, tuck your tailbone underneath, and inhale, shoulders down, opening the chest, opening the shoulders, and drop the arms behind your back. Let's create some circles of the shoulder joints. 3 for each direction. Take your time. And then switch directions when you're ready. So one really great thing to know about yoga is every time you have a movement going upwards like this, that's the inhale. Every time a body part goes downwards, that's the exhale. So you can always reference back to that. All right. Make sure your wrists feel ready, and we're going to place our hands down onto the mat for tabletop position. Make sure we're squaring on the mat, so keeping the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. From there, go ahead. We're going to go into cat-cow, pushing into the floor, dropping the belly down, hips up, open the chest forward, gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round the back. Same thing, drop the head between the arms, maybe gazing towards the belly button. And inhale. Keep going just like that. Spread your fingers nice and wide on the floor. Pushing the spine towards the ceiling. And then shining the chest forward when you inhale for cow pose. Exhaling for cat pose. Exhale. I want to welcome you to create some circles of the spine. Let the body get loose, maybe in one direction. Forget about what your body looks like. Just notice how it feels to really allow it to make the full motion. 360 all the way around. And when you're ready, in other direction, taking it slowly. Maybe feeling those abs engage when you're rounding the back. Feeling it potentially in the mula bandha. That's like the space between the belly button and the pelvic floor. And then find your center, tabletop position. I really highly recommend that you curl the toes underneath here. Make sure your spine is nice and straight. That left hand is directly under the left shoulder. Right knee is right under the right hip. From there, we're going to extend the left foot all the way back. Right arm all the way forward. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunch in, round to the back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch in, 2. We're going to do 5 in total. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last time. Exhale. Inhale, extend. This time we're going to place the hand behind the head. Open the chest. Elbow out towards the side. And then same thing, elbow to knee. Keep your connection of the hand towards the head. Crunch in. Inhale, open up. 5 on your own. You can go slow or fast. Up to you. But keep the control of the breath. And 5. Inhale, extend. Grab the back foot, opposite hand, opposite foot. From there, push your foot into the hand. Push the weight of your body forward and then lift the upper body. Open the chest, the right shoulder. Use those fingertips to grasp onto the floor. Lift 1 inch higher and lower down. Whew. Do you already feel it on that arm? All right, we're going to do the other side. So, lifting the left arm right in front, right foot behind. Find your balance. Let me move more towards the center for you guys. And once again, elbow to knee. Crunch in. And exhale. Inhale. 3. And 4. And 5. Extend. Change. So placing the hand behind the head. Still engaging the abs. Opening the shoulder. And then elbow to knee. Keep the bind. Woo. Inhale. Open. Exhale. 2. And 3. I highly recommend squeezing the glutes as well. When you extend the leg, last one, and 5. From there, extending opposite hand, opposite foot. Shift your weight forward, push the foot into the hand, lift up. Inhale, 1 inch higher, and down. Woo! All right, curling the toes underneath. Slowly push your hips up high. Take the time to walk out your dog, your down dog, moving potentially the hips side to side. You can play with your down dog, just taking the time to release any tension in the backs of the legs and the hamstrings. I love to do this, so shifting my weight back and forth, and that always helps crack around my ankles, even pulls the part where it connects with the lower glute right here. And when you're ready, find your perfect down dog. It's okay if your heels don't touch the floor. If you're new to yoga or you have really tight legs or hamstrings, I recommend that you bend the knees as much as you can, maybe even placing the belly onto the knees like this and just focusing on extending the upper body. Whew. I'm losing my breath when I'm in down dog. All right, everyone, go ahead. Walk your feet towards your hands. Take your time. Bend your knees as much as you need. Grab your elbows. Drop the head. Rock side to side. And when you're ready, release the arms completely. Start to extend the legs. It's okay if you don't fold all the way forward on the first try, especially if this is your first flow of the day. And when you're ready, slowly root to rise. Roll all the way up, gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, until you're coming up to standing all the way. Rolling the shoulders back and down, extending the toes, tucking the tailbone under. Beautiful. All right, so I see that you guys are not going to see my arms when I do this. So I'll just lower down so you can see what I'm saying. We're going to reach our arms overhead. We're going to grab our left wrist when we're standing and pull to the right side. So just like that as you're standing. Deep inhale, feel the left side of the body open up and change sides. Find that other breath. Pulling on the right wrist. Inhale back to center, drop the hands down. Clasp the fingers together. Pull them towards the floor, open the chest, lift the chin, push the hips forward. A slight back bend. Go as far as you need. You can just start here, or you can go further down. And fold forward, bend the knees gently. Drop the upper body. The hands go away from the lower back, towards the front of your mat. Release the hands, exhale. Inhale, hands on your knees or on the floor. Extend your legs. So if you're more of a beginner, you can always keep your hands on your knees here. We're just making sure that our spine is straight. This is called Ardha Uttanasana. If you're more advanced, you can place your hands on the floor with the back still straight. Go ahead. And exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Take a step back with the right foot. And then the left. High plank. From there, we're going to drop our knees down. Drop down onto our chest slowly. And inhale, you can start with the cobra. Just placing the hands on each side of the body. Not pushing too much into the hands, but just opening up the chest. Or you can always lift up into up dog. So your knees are not touching the floor, your hips are not touching the floor. Your chest is wide open towards the front. Lifting the chin. And then everyone, go ahead, curl your toes underneath. Push your hips up high. Down dog. Inhale, right leg goes all the way up. Take your time. If you want to open the hip, go ahead. And then everyone at the same time, we're going to bring the nose in towards the knee. Just like that. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, to the right elbow. Three-legged dog, left elbow. Three-legged dog. Plant the foot between your hands at the top of the mat. Keep that back heel lifted. Inhale, arms overhead. Bend to the front knee, extend the back leg completely. Keep engaging the abs. We're going to do 3 knee taps on the floor from here. Go ahead, drop the back knee. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And last one, 3. Warrior 2, drop the back heel. Extend the arms. Find your warrior 2 completely. Extend the front leg. You're going to reach for that right wrist and pull towards the back of the mat. Bend the front knee. This is called side angle. First option is to place your elbow down onto the floor, or elbow onto the knee, just like this. Left arm overhead. Option to gaze down at the floor to start, or up towards the ceiling. If you would like a deeper expression, you can always have a block here, or place your arm all the way down towards the floor. Creating one straight line with your fingertips down towards your heel. Okay, the next thing is going to be a little bit more adventurous, a little tougher. You can always stay at those options if you would like. If not, we're going to extend both arms overhead, engaging those abs. Keep breathing. Try to open the shoulder towards the ceiling. Inhale, extend all your limbs, creating a star pose. And I'll just change sides so you guys can see. We're going to bend our left knee, lift our right toes, just like this. Drop the hands down onto the floor. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat into this high lunge. Drop the back knee. Open the chest. Inhale. And on the exhale, uncurl your toes in the back. Extend your front leg. Take your time. If you have blocks, you can have blocks here on each side. But the point is to extend the leg completely. Have the back straight. So if it's too much to extend the leg fully, keep the knee bent rather than rounding the back. Deep breaths. I know this can be a lot for some people. And if you want to just open up the back of the leg even more, you can move the hip side to side, feeling the sensations behind the leg. All right, bend that front knee, hands on each side, curl the back toe, high plank, and either drop down onto the knee and the knees in the chest, or go into your full chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog, and down dog. Inhale, left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Drop the foot between your hands at the top. This is crescent pose. Keeping the back heel lifted up, arms overhead. Drop the shoulders. Once again, 3 taps. 1, 2, and 3. Drop the back heel, warrior 2. Inhale, sky archer, grabbing that left wrist pulling it towards the back, stretching out the left side of the body, and bending the front knee, either dropping the left elbow onto the knee and extending the arm overhead, or placing the hand on the inside, either on a block or on the floor, creating that straight line. Take your time. Open the shoulders as much as you can. From there, if you'd like that advanced option or variation, extending both arms overhead. Deep breaths. Inhale, extend your limbs, star pose, and bending the right knee, lifting up the left foot or left toes. Once again, just switching so you guys can see better. Pointing the knee out towards the side. Option to have the hands in prayer from the chest or dropped down towards the floor. Go ahead and walk the hands towards the front of the mat into this high lunge. Drop the back knee, uncurl the toes, push the hips back, half split, lifting the toes, keeping that back straight as much as you can. Tucking the chin in towards the chest so your spine and your neck elongate even more. Maybe rocking the hips side to side. Bend the front knee. Drop the hands down. High plank. Low plank. Inhale, up dog. And down dog. Drop down onto the knees, about hip width distance apart. Lower the hips and then walk the hands forward, child's pose. Drop the forehead all the way down towards the floor. Inhale, walk your hands towards your knees. Clasp your fingers behind your back, pull them down towards the floor. Open your chest, lift your chin, drop your head back. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lowering the forehead towards the floor. Lift the hips, hands away from the lower back. This is called a rabbit pose. So you're not placing too much weight onto the head. You're really just kind of balancing it between the toes, the knees, and the head. Focusing on pushing those hands away from the lower back. Don't scrunch up the neck whatsoever. And exhale, lower down onto your child's pose, arms towards the front. And deep breath. Exhale. Inhale, walk your hands towards your knees. Let's swivel the feet away from under us. I'm just going to move. So you guys are going to go into a bridge pose. If you are feeling extra flexible today, which would be amazing, even if you're not feeling too flexible, that's also fine. But we're going to go into bridge pose, meaning first I like to make sure that I can kind of touch my heels from where I'm at and then move them slightly forward, maybe 1 inch forward. That's it. From there, you have your hands on each side of your hips. And then inhale, lift the hips up, drive the heels into the floor, lift your chest towards your chin. You're gonna move or inch your toes inwards and then your heels outwards, kind of like a duck. Keep pushing into the floor. And exhale, lower down gently. Inhale, rise back up, bridge pose, pushing into the palms of your hands. If you have a block or a pillow that you want to use and place under your hips for support, you're more than welcome to do that if you don't want it to be as engaged. Lift, lift, lift. Lift your hips, your chest. And exhale, lower down. Last time. This time, inhale, lift the hips up. If you have it accessible to you, clasp your fingers underneath the back. Pull the hands towards the heels. Shimmy your shoulders underneath. Balloon your chest even more and push those hips up. Keep bringing the toes in, heels out. So our knees are not falling out towards the sides. Inhale even higher. And exhale, slowly lower down onto your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Curl up into a ball, nose to your knees. If you want to do happy baby, go ahead. Maybe just rocking back and forth on your lower back. You can even use momentum to slowly rock onto your back. Just taking the time to massage our body a little bit. And the last thing we'll do before Shavasana is extending the heels all the way up, candlestick position, flexing your feet completely as much as we can, palms towards the floor. We're going to engage the abs and really engage the legs. So there's every single part of the body is being engaged right now, including the arms, including the shoulders. They're being pressed down into the floor. Maybe tucking the chin in towards the chest. Maybe your legs shake as we do this because we're just engaging every single muscle in our body possible. Even the toes, maybe separate your toes. Keep breathing. Even I'm shaking over here. Wow. Last deep breath in. Engage that core, heels even higher up, driving towards the ceiling. And slowly lower down, fully onto your mat. Shavasana, inching the heels towards the corners of your mat, fully onto our backs. This is called corpse pose for a reason. We want to allow our bodies to fully melt down into the floor. And what Shavasana is meant for is to allow the body to relax fully so that the mind can have peace. So if you notice your body may be holding on to tension, or maybe you feel muscle engaged, give your body permission to release that in order for our souls, our minds to be clear for a moment. And to simply breathe. with your eyes still closed, I'd like to offer the option to pause this live. If you would like to stay longer in Shavasana, you can come back to us later. If not, we can close this practice together. Starting by wiggling the fingers and the toes, bringing sensation back into the body, rocking the head gently side to side. Go ahead and reach your arms overhead. Point your toes to get a nice big stretch. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Rock over to one side of your choice, using your arm as a pillow. And gently start to push yourself up to seated. You can sit however you would like, whatever's comfy for you. And when you're ready, placing the palms together in front of the chest. Tucking the chin in towards the chest. Slowly bring the palms in front of the forehead. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. That was lovely. I feel like it was quite short. I don't know about you guys. But we did do one side or one flow for each side, and I want you to use this to your advantage. If you want to use it and practice it more, you're welcome to do it 3 to 5 times fully, using that same flow for each side and repeating it however much you'd like. There's so many variations that you can use to really up your level in yoga, and I highly recommend that you try it out. Other than that, if you liked the class, please let me know. Maybe you can let me know what you like specifically or what you would like me to add. But other than that, I'm just so grateful that you guys are here. For anybody who watched, and as always, my name is Anik. Today was more of a blend vinyasa, but we'll see. So, other than that, I will keep you guys updated. Reference this video whenever you want, whenever you're in need, and also share if you'd like. But thank you to Gentle Stretching, for real.